Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about why endangered species belong in zoos. This is a cause that we support and we are here to tell you all the reasons why. Starting with the overview and the slides that we're going to go over today, the first one is many species face extinction, habitat destruction, climate change, illegal poaching, pollution, and human expansion. A statistic that we found that we thought was very important to share is over 44,000 species are currently threatened with extinction. This is according to the IUCN Red List, which is a credible source that we found. Then moving into the slide, zoos help prevent extinction. Starting with the conservation programs, they provide financial and technical assistance to protect soil, water, and wildlife. This protects the animals' natural homes and helps breeding rare animals safely and stops illegal hunting. Then moving into captive breeding, this temporarily removes endangered animals from threats, which most of the time is their habitats. Then moving into genetic diversity, this provides variation in the need to survive diseases and helps the animals adapt to climate change and more. Then species survival plans. This genetically diverse captive populates through coordinated breeding and supplies animals with wildlife reintroduction, so it helps them prepare for what they will see in the wildlife when they are reintroduced back to wildlife. Then moving into the international cooperation, this unites countries to stop cross-border threats through sharing scientific data. This also helps scientists learn that if animals are not in a safe space, they could start shipping them over to other countries to be able to stop the endangered.
One of the biggest reasons we support accredited zoos is because they help reintroduce endangered animals back into the wild. Zoos carefully breed animals to maintain healthy populations and prepare them with the skills they need to survive once they're released. These programs also help restore endangered populations while supporting habitat conservation. A great example of this is the California condor. Thanks to captive breeding efforts, the species has grown from just a few dozen birds to over 500 individuals today. Without zoos, this recovery likely wouldn't have been possible. Zoos also play a major role in educating the public about wildlife conservation. Every year, more than 200 million people visit zoos, giving them the opportunity to learn about endangered species and the threats they face. Seeing these animals in person creates a much stronger emotional connection than simply reading about them or watching videos about them. That connection often inspires people to care more about conservation and make choices that help protect wildlife and the environment.
Something else that zoos can do for endangered animals is conduct scientific research on them. The first being animal behavior. This is to better understand how the animals live, communicate, and interact with their environment and with one another. They also research veterinary medicine, nutrition, and disease prevention to keep the animals happy and healthy and prevent different illnesses from spreading to one animal to another. And zoos also study reproduction in these animals to allow them to become more populated so they're no longer endangered or becoming extinct. And this doesn't only help those animals that are in zoos, it also helps those that are still out in the wild as well. It's safe to assume that there are a lot of different ethical questions when it comes to zoos and if they're cruel towards animals or if it's really helping the animals. With more modern accredited zoos, they provide a lot more things for the animals that are actually more beneficial rather than something that is cruel. They have things such as large natural habitats, daily enrichment, veterinary care, and conservation-focused environments, and these all in the end up helping the animals rather than being something that is cruel or unethical to them.
It's important to recognize that not all zoos are the same. Our group supports AZA accredited zoos because they meet high standard for animal care, conservation, education, and scientific research. These zoos work to protect endangered species and help prevent extinction through breeding and conservation programs. At the same time, we do not support roadside zoos or poorly regulated facilities that fail to prioritize animal welfare. There's a big difference between conservation-focused zoos and places that simply keep animals for entertainment. In conclusion, we believe accredited zoos play an important role in protecting endangered species. They help prevent extinction, educate millions of people, support important scientific research, and even reintroduce some animals back into the wild. While protecting animals in their natural habitats should always be a long-term goal, accredited zoos provide a safe environment that helps ensure many species survive for future generations.